safety announcement. Once again, overrated. Overrated. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, how sweet it is. You gumps don't ever learn, do you? You don't ever learn. You just don't learn. And it's frustrating during the off season. But man, I can't wait till all the excuses come out when you lose. Man, it's oh man, I can't believe what I saw on Saturday. You gave up 52 points. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Let me say this. Let me know if I'm saying this correctly. You gave up 52 points to Tennessee. Oh man, really. Oh my God, bro. I couldn't believe what I saw. How easy they can move the ball. Like, it was nothing. Like, they're completing 10, 20-yard passes. Like, it was completing a 5-yard pass. Like, that easy. Like, I knew your secondary was garbage, but come on. Like, just too easy you let them. You let one player score 5 touchdowns. Let me tell you his stat. Oh man, now you're making me cry because of how hard I'm laughing. Let me tell you that stats of that Jalen Hyatt, that Tennessee wide receiver. 6 catches, 207 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So 5 out of his 6 catches were touchdowns, and he scored all the touchdowns. All that Hendon Hooker threw. Oh my God! Well, I'm not here to give. Not bad. I'm tired, but just got off work and I'm tired. But I'm not here to give a recap or anything about the game. I'm just here to talk about how embarrassing you gumps are. Like, seriously, your season is over. Your season is over, like, for real. Oh, man. Tennessee beat you for the first time in 15 years, since 06. The first time Nick Saban and Alabama lost to Tennessee. It looks like that streak might continue. Last year, you lose to Texas A&M unranked. First Saban assistant, Jimbo Fisher, to beat you. Then on the national championship game, you lose to Kirby Smart, another Saban assistant, in Georgia, an SEC East team that has not beaten. Alabama has not, but prior to that, has not lost to an SEC East team since 2010 when they lost to South Carolina. And seriously, that's a long streak. It's impressive. Oh, but when it, I seen these streaks that they're mentioning. In the last 2 years, I've been seeing them start to end. I've been trying to tell you this all off season, Gump, but you don't listen. You don't listen to Savage Tiger when he tries to tell you stuff. No, we don't want to listen to Savage Tiger. Well, breaking news. You should have listened. Just save yourself the disappointment that you must feel now. You set your expectations so high, and now you're disappointed. I don't know what else to say. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, goodness. Why am I? Oh, I'm so fucking tired. Like, excuse me, man. If I keep yawning, excuse me. Just, please, like. It's been a long day, and I had to work for 6 hours, so, you know. Like, seriously, you don't listen. Okay, ever since, okay, first off, there are a lot of Bama people I know. Like, one of them, I have one friend that's a Bama fan, and he's cool. And I know, like, 5 different people on YouTube that are Alabama fans. So a lot of them are YouTubers, but they're mostly good ones, and then there's like one bad one, like, that I hate, and is delusion. And if that person sees this video, I'm gonna mention all them in a minute, but I just want to let you know that and then there's these other, like, fans that are from that same channel, from that bad delusional channel that I have battles with here on YouTube. I've been having those battles since 2020, since LSU won the national championship and got in their heads. They couldn't stand that, so then they had to. Yeah, I talked about that last year, and I'm gonna talk about it again. So to the Bama YouTubers, check that. There's 2 that I can't stand. But to the rest of them, to my friend, if he sees this video, to my one and only Bama friend, and to the YouTubers, Lawtide, Jant Sports, and Kangaroo Black. Sometimes you talk too much trash, and sometimes you're a little bit, like, delusional, and a little bit not as bad as the other 2 that I hate. I think you're still a nice guy, so I'm gonna call you a good fan. But please don't be delusional like that again. And I know you must be feeling disappointment. I told you not to set your expectations high, man. I told Kangaroo Black, Jant Sports, and Lawtide. If you see this video, keep your heads up, and y'all great fans. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I hope you deal with your discipline. Let's see how you deal with if you had these expectations, man. You got to be dealing with the disappointment. And I tried to tell some of y'all, but it's all good. Now to Bama Moore and Matt Be Great, those 2 Bama YouTubers, you deserve every bit of this disappointment coming your way. You're still sitting up here making excuses. Okay. You're still trying to tell me that Bryce Young is the best player in college football. I knew that wasn't true. This is the start of the year. I'm telling you, he's the worst Heisman winner I've seen. There's going to be a lot of people in the country that agree with me. And we're not saying that just because we hate Alabama. We're not. If you took the Bama hate aside, we're not saying because it's just the truth. What I've been observing in football games. Something that through your crimson eyes you can only see what the goodies does. But man, he's not all that, man. I've been trying to tell y'all. Granted, he did have a great game. Did not turn the football over. Threw 2 touchdown passes. But threw for like 455 yards. But let me tell you, it was on a defense for Tennessee, a passing defense, a secondary that's literally among the worst in the nation. They are, out of 131 FBS teams, they are 128th in pass defense. Even our quarterback, even though we didn't score points, because when LSU played Tennessee, we just didn't capitalize. When we had chances in the red zone, we just didn't capitalize. That's another thing. But our quarterback still could throw for 300 yards, and he normally doesn't pass for that much. We lit up their secondary too. Florida, who doesn't have a great passing offense, lit up their secondary. I mean, is this really a surprise? I knew if Bryce Young played, he'd make some plays. I mean, oh, and let me tell you, for those blaming the refs, how ironic that you sit here as you've been getting away with calls for 15 years. Since 2009. Since Patrick Peterson's interception wasn't called. In LSU against Alabama in 2009 in Tuscaloosa. I mean, the older Alabama fans, y'all remember that. But anyone that's a bandwagon probably won't. So, you know, you've been getting away with so many calls, it's unbelievable. And now suddenly, I looked at the replay of every single penalty you committed. 17 of them, the most in the Saban era. And I mean, I never thought I'd see a Saban team play like that, undisciplined. There were points, I remember watching Alabama play in 2012 and 13 where there were a couple of games where they didn't get one single penalty. Like, you would have ever thought Nick Saban had such an undisciplined team full of thugs. Man. I looked at every single penalty, and yes, it was a penalty. But most of them were literally false starts and offsides. But then all them pass interferences and roughing the passer and whatever other penalties you got, like holdings and stuff. Hell yeah, I mean, every single pass interference, like the one people complain about, y'all be complaining about the one that on a 4th down, you intercepted the ball, you probably could have ended the game right there when you were up by a touchdown. And literally, the reason why you intercepted was that the receiver couldn't catch the ball because he was being dragged to the ground, but when the ball was still in the air. I mean, it's so easy to see. I mean, but you don't want to talk about how you were gifted a touchdown when y'all had the ball, 3rd and goal, and Bryce Young is running for his life and probably going to throw either an interception in the end zone or an incomplete pass. If he throws an interception, you get no points on that drive, and it's Tennessee ball. That's a turnover. At worst, it's an incomplete pass probably. And Alabama attempts a field goal, and who knows? He might miss. I mean, you never know. It's either that or he maybe gets 3 points at best. But no, the Tennessee receiver, the Alabama receiver is tackling the Tennessee defensive back to the ground. And that's pass interference. I mean, even get that. Forget, like, I said the missed field goal. If you take a field goal and miss, that should have been called pass interference on the offense. Which 15-yard penalty, it probably puts you out of field goal range potentially. Who knows? Like, and they're like, that's a punt or something. I don't know. But either way, like, they not just because the Tennessee DB is the one getting tackled, they call pass interference on Tennessee. You know how bad that was. That's a bull. You want to talk about bullshit calls? Those are bullshit calls. That kept you in the ball game, man. That because of that automatic 1st down, then Alabama scores a touchdown. And then one of Alabama's touchdowns, when they were tied, they went ahead before Tennessee tied up again, then got a field goal. They Dallas Turner, I guess, for Alabama, took a fumble into the end zone. That's a defensive touchdown. Your offense in reality scored 42 points, not 49. Tennessee scored all their points on offense. Not like no special teams or defensive points. You know what I'm saying? I hope you can comprehend this, Gump, because you know, if you live in Alabama, I don't know if you can comprehend this. So I'm gonna try my best to break it down for you, so maybe you'll understand and get some sense in your head. Tell you what, man, it literally. You want to blame the refs for this loss and how you think they were paid by Tennessee. In reality, they're always paid by Alabama. Like, any team that has to beat Alabama has to beat you in the refs every time. It's just the way it is. So when a team does it, yes, it's a big accomplishment. It'd be a lot easier to beat Alabama if the refs wasn't on their side all the time. I mean, literally, the refs kept Alabama in the game. You were even lucky to be in this game, Alabama. You were down by 18 at one point. Yeah, there were probably no penalties that caused for you to come back from that. But at the same time, there were penalties there that even kept you in the game longer. Like, Tennessee torched you all game and could have scored however much points they wanted to. They were having their way with you. I mean, that's for like the refs. That took a long time to rant about, but that's the main thing. Oh yeah, let's check some of the comments I've seen from people. Once again, I did this last year. It was so much fun, and you did not win a natty. And I mean, look, you're not gonna win a national title this year, Alabama. So, and if you want any chance of it, then you better get more money and get them refs in your pocket again and make sure they can make it happen. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. You don't have a team to do it. You just don't have it. Your defense is absolutely shitty. And I can't wait. In 3 weeks, LSU is going to put you out of your misery, and I cannot wait for it, man. Oh, you better bring it to Baton Rouge, okay? You better bring it. If you come unprepared like that, because believe me, we'll be ready to play. If you come unprepared like that, it's going to be a long-ass night for you and a fun night for me. And I'm going to laugh about it all year. It's going to feel great. But it's coming, Alabama. LSU's win over you is coming too. And if you don't come prepared, it's going to happen. It can very well happen in bad fashion for you this year. So, and it'll be literally your dreams will any chance of a dream you have left is finna die in Death Valley. That's just the way it is, and I can't wait for that. I can't wait to beat you. We're gonna be dancing this year. You might not get too lucky against our third stringers this time. No, you have to play some first stringers that we have. So, oh yeah, what I heard this offseason, right after I was watching Gent Sports' stream. He's one of the good Alabama YouTubers, one of the best fans, one of the best analytical, not biased at all, and just he looks at everything and just gives credit to other teams, and knows that there's a lot more elite teams in the country than Alabama. So Gent Sports, but I will say, when I was watching your stream, post-game stream after you lost to Georgia in the national championship, when you said, let me start by saying this, Alabama's winning the national championship in 2022, and it's definitely happening. Sorry, buddy. I mean, it's disappointing for you. And to all the delusional fans that thought that, it's not happening, no. And y'all even said this is going to be Saban's best team. Every analyst was saying this year Alabama's going to be a clear cut above everyone. I was like, I had to keep looking at these people. I'm like, are they for real? Like, this can't be for real, man. But y'all never learn, do you? Y'all got exposed badly, man. I can't believe you actually said this is going to be Saban's best team. And this could maybe be the best team of all time. No, I don't think I heard that other statement about being best team of all in college football history. If I did, I'd be like, just please, don't even talk anymore. Like, please. Like, I heard somebody on a Bama radio station say that Bryce Young is the best player in best player in college football history. Excuse me? Is Joe Burrow dead? Did Joe Burrow never come through and play college football or something? Because, you know what I mean. Oh, man. I still can't believe you actually thought this was going to be Saban's best team and they're going 15-0. Well, now they're not. They have a 1 by the loss side, not a 0. Once again, you're not better than 2019 LSU and you never will be. You can try as much as you want. This is your best chance. Bryce Young is a good quarterback. As much as he has flaws and can't win the big game and is going to be clapped down by a great defense, he's still a good quarterback. He's still got some skills. This is the best guy you got. Like, there's no other Tuas that you're recruiting. So, he's the last one you got. You got real lucky with him. The quarterback, is that backup quarterback of yours? We're going to have a fun feast with him next year. And a lot of teams are, too. Yeah, and you got... This was your best chance, Alabama, for a national. I knew that if you don't win a national title this year, and if you don't go undefeated like this, it was going to be a huge disappointment for you. And this is according to your expectations, but by the way, not mine. I knew y'all wasn't going undefeated. You was going to lose to somebody at least. I mean, I just don't know what else to say, really. Just look, you just, I literally can't believe that you thought that this would be like one of the best defenses in college football history. This is probably the worst one of the Saban era. You gave up 52 points, something Nick Saban's never given up over 48 before in his time at Alabama. Tennessee actually got in the 50s. I mean, I'm sorry to break it to you, Gumps, but it's over for you. As I've been saying literally the whole offseason in my video, the video I made about Georgia and the LSU hiring Brian Kelly and Georgia winning the national title and Alabama once again not winning a national title. I told y'all it's over, like, for real. I've been seeing the last 2 years as the streaks breaking, y'all not playing to your potential. You got the talent. There's no denying that you got talent. They're just not developed. You used to have coordinators like that back then who could develop the talent, like Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian, Kirby Smart. Those were good coaches. Jeremy Pruitt also. Those are all head coaches now. They're all head coaches. I mean, those are the only people that could really make you successful. And I wish y'all could see that, but you keep denying yourself, and it's only going to hurt you in the future, because you're just going to keep getting disappointed and upset over and over again. I love making these videos, man. Oh yeah, by the way, give the current coordinators you have, Bill O'Brien and Pete Going, please give them a lifetime contract. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you fire them and get some. I don't. There's nobody else that can really develop the talent. Just like I just don't think there is for Alabama. Like people that can develop them, just like Lane Kiffin and Kirby Smart and Jeremy Pruitt and Steve Sarkisian. I just don't think it's there for them. Nick Saban is. You're washed up, buddy. You're just washed up. No, there's no discipline in Bama's team. Oh man, it's gonna be a fun one on November 5th. I can't wait for it. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Other than that, I think I covered everything I need to say. It felt great to make this video, and it felt great the moment that field goal went through. I was happy for Tennessee Volunteer fans, everybody associated with them, with the University of Tennessee, and it was, yeah, it's Alabama. You're finished. Your season is over. I just don't believe you have it in you to respond anymore. After a loss like this, I think it crushes your whole team. I just don't think you can get past that fact that you give up 52 points. I don't think your defense will ever play any good again, unless you're playing some kind of a scrub like in the middle of November or something. But otherwise, against the SEC, I don't think you'll play too well. And heck, you better even come ready to play next week against Mississippi State in that passing attack with Mike Leach. If you don't come prepared and ready, that's gonna be a long night for you too. So it's all good. Oh yeah, LSU won also this weekend, so I'm recapping that tomorrow. But I just had to get this video out today. There's my public safety announcement. Alabama fans all over YouTube and whichever Alabama fan watches this, I hope you enjoy it because it's just for you. Go Tigers. You know what it is.